There is a rising. A new tribe is rising with a compelling vision of a new, developed, and prosperous Africa. Can you see a new Africa emerging in one generation? Would you like to join this tribe of youth influencers working to birth impactful governance, justice, accountability, quality development, credible elections, peace, and prosperity? CANVASSITY, powered by Youngsters Foundation, with support from National Endowment for Democracy and the African Union, AGA.
We live in a fast-paced world where issues abound. To finding a lasting solution in helping elected representative and government institutions, most especially in raising accountability and ensuring good governance. That is our mission on CANVASSITY.
This is our city where we canvass for a better Africa. CANVASSITY TV series is brought to you by Youngsters Foundation with support from the National Endowment for Democracy, NED, USA, and our media partner, AIT. I am Salamat Al-Hassan.
And I am Anne Chukwuike. Now on CANVASSITY TV series, we've reached that point where we have to go check out CANVASSITY Delegates 6-month project. And the 6-month project is where the delegates are to identify what issues is befuddling the local space, and also tell us why that issue is important to be addressed and how they intend to address that issue. And we call it the WWH of CANVASSITY Delegate 6-month project.
Abiodun Essiet and Mumbere Cleto share the same belief in working hard as well as finding solutions to key issues in their local spaces. Alright, let's have a look at Mumbere Cleto's 6-month project and his perspective in Uganda.
My name is James Cleto Mumbere, CANVASSITY participant 2018 from Uganda. The issue I chose is related to budget tracking and monitoring. The youth in Uganda still do not understand the budgeting and planning processes of the local government in the country. And so this issue has been chosen, or was chosen by myself, in that having actually identified a number of advocacy issues with the youth, and them sounding to be like they did not very well understand the planning and budgeting processes, and yet this is the stage at which they are supposed to front their issues and participate in the decision-making processes. I felt this should be the gap to be addressed. And the purpose of addressing these issues is basically to enhance the capacity of the youth to understand the local government planning and budgeting cycle.
In my heart, I always ask this question: what can I do to make my community better? It will be iconic if we contribute our own quota to our local space, just like Mumbere Cleto in Uganda. It's just a matter of what do you want to do to make in your community a better place. In the meantime, let's signpost you to Nigeria and see what Abiodun Essiet is doing in Nigeria concerning her 6-month project.
Okay, I'm Abiodun Essiet. I'm a participant in CANVASSITY Pan-African Fellowship 2018. My 6-month project is about improving public service efficiency and also budget tracking. As a community development worker and an expert in community development, I realize women don't participate in public service and they are cut short of public service decision-making process, but they access public services more than the men. So, and they cut short of the decision-making platform. So that's what prompted me to get more women involved in public service efficiency and budget tracking. I intend to educate the women about their role in leadership and also to empower some other women at the grassroots level. It's a grassroots project because I saw the wide gap between the women in the grassroots and also the women in the city, in the sense that they were not carried along in the process of leadership. When we clamor for 35% inclusion, it's not only for the educated women, the grassroots women, the marginalized women are also part of this 35% inclusion we're clamoring for in decision-making platform.
Absolutely sensational to see Abiodun Essiet making a strong force towards the issue of women in leadership and public service. I mean, there's definitely an advantage we can learn from this. What do you think, Africa?
Well, that's a pause on the 6-month project on this episode. Coming up next is an all AgTech segment. Stay with us.
African youths, are you ready?
Are you passionate about promoting more impactful governance and development?
Can you devise and implement an exciting youth-friendly campaign to promote the African Charter on Democracy, Election and Governance AgTech in your country?
If yes, here is your chance to participate in the 2018 AgTech campaign and stand a chance to have your campaign activities catalogued in the 2018 AgTech 55 photo book.
To learn how to participate and register your activity, kindly visit www.agtech.africa.
Eligibility: African youth age 18 to 35.
AgTech 55 is an initiative of Youngsters Foundation.
Support from National Endowment for Democracy.
AgTech 55, engaging to improve governance.
Chapter 7, Article 21, Subsection 1 in the African Union Charter says, "The Commission shall ensure that these missions are independent and shall provide them with the necessary resources for that purpose."
And still talking about election process, look at the brighter side of it. Now, the African Union Charter makes a provision telling us that the electoral body in your country has to be independent. That way, they are free from bias, they are free from all prejudice. You know, they have to make sure that our votes do count. So let's all ensure that we support this constitution, we support the African Union Charter in our local space, and also get to sensitize people on that thought that the electoral body in your country is very well independent, and the African Union Charter will make provisions for it to serve that purpose in your country. So for more information on how to join our campaign in promoting AgTech in your country, all you have to do is visit our website www.agtech.africa, and don't you forget that the AgTech 55 campaign is up and running. So run and go register your activity. It would be nice to hear from you. We need to run along. It's time for us to say thank you very much for joining us, and then we need to remind you to keep liking all our social media pages, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And yep, thumbs up to NED and AIT, our media partner. We appreciate you so much.
Yes, we do. My name is Anne Chukwumike.
And I am Salamat Al Hassan.
Let's make democracy work. Get involved.